Hello and welcome back to the Football Pyramid, our weekly quiz show where we ask two contestants 8 questions of ascending difficulty to see how far they can rise up the English football pyramid from the National League at the bottom to the pinnacle, the Champions League champions. Our two contestants today, it's the creme de la creme. It's Joe Tomlinson and Chris Hamill. Welcome aboard, boys. And you'll each be given 3 lifelines. You'll be given 50-50, request a clue, and super sub, where you can call a friend for advice on the answer. Get an answer right and you move up a level of the pyramid, get one wrong and you drop down a level of the pyramid. It really is that simple. Joe, is today the day where you finally complete the pyramid?
I've been so close on so many occasions and I've been robbed so many times. I hope this isn't going to be like the US election rigged, mate.
Oh, we're getting political already. Hamill, you on the other hand have completed it, I believe, twice. I think you're the only person to do so. Maybe Pat has as well. Could today be the third?
Well, I was about to say Joe is the Trump to my Biden, mate, but that's just because I'm getting old and forgetful. And Joe's just a tinge of orange, isn't he? So that's it.
Fair. Okay. Trump, I'm going to give it to you. Would you like heads or tails?
I presume I'm Trump.
Yeah.
How that's happened, I don't know. I'll go heads, please, mate.
It is heads. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay, here we go.
Very Trump thing to do.
Right, Joe, your first question comes in from Dolly Lulu. Which team has gone an entire season unbeaten in the Premier League? A, Man United, B, Arsenal, C, Man City, or D, Liverpool?
Arsenal.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct. Well done, Joe. Moving into League 2. Hamill, your first question comes in from Gawain.l.u. Which instrument did Alexis Sanchez play in his Man United unveiling video?
The piano.
A, the guitar. The piano is the correct answer. The other options were guitar, trumpet, or flute. So well done. You are also into League 2. Right, Joe, your question in League 2 comes in from Mayuk94. Who scored Spain's winning goal in the 2010 World Cup final? A, David Villa, B, David Silva, C, Dani Giza, or D, Andres Iniesta?
Iniesta.
Correct, well done.
Do you remember
Moving
where you
up
were
to League 1.
when that final was played out, boys?
No.
I remember watching it, but I can't exactly remember specifically where. I think I was just at home. Where were you, Hamill?
I fell asleep on a deck chair in a hotel in Zante about 45 seconds before Iniesta scored.
Oh, was that just before your moment on Suspects and Suspicious Parents?
No, that was a few years later. That was just another infamous moment on the continent, mate.
A well-travelled man. Chris, your question in League 2 comes in from Jacob Matterford, and it's which singer is Gerard Piqué married to? A, Shakira, B, Katy Perry, C, Billie Eilish,
Shakira, what a woman.
or D, Stormzy? You're going with Shakira?
Yeah.
Stormzy?
Correct. Well done. Yeah, he is not married to Stormzy or Billie Eilish. I think that would
Shakira's
be
hair, I'm not even on the hips yet. Shakira's hair is incredible, like a lion's mane. They've had children, haven't they?
I think they might have a couple, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be just incredibly hairy, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm glad he's not married to Billie Eilish. I think that would be a problem if he was. Joe, your question in League 1 comes in from Indian_Guna95. Which of these teams has Mesut Ozil never played for? A, Werder Bremen, B, Schalke, C, Hertha Berlin, or D, Real Madrid?
Hertha Berlin.
Locking that in?
Yeah.
Correct. Well done, Joe. You're going up to the championship. Well done, boys. You're absolutely flying so far. Hamill, can you join him? Your question comes in from Rory_Hutchinson. Which member of the class of 92 was sacked as manager of Valencia in 2016? Beckham, Scholes, Giggs, or Neville?
G-Nevs.
Correct. It was G-Nevs indeed. Yeah, what a disastrous spell. It does come up a lot, actually, on Sky.
The lowest win percentage in La Liga as a Valencia manager, but in all competitions, I think his win percentage was better than Ronald Koeman's.
There we have it.
Who's
Love
now
that.
in charge of Barcelona.
Knowledge. Just to drop a knowledge bomb there like that and
Yeah,
just
he's
walk
just
off.
intimidating you, Trump.
Can you stop calling me Trump?
MAGA!
Your question comes in from shaggermeister7. Which English club did Shunsuke Nakamura knock out... I cannot speak this morning.
What is going on?
Nakamura, you f***ing doughball, knocked out of the Champions League in 2006 with a free kick. So which team did he knock out with a free kick in 2006?
Man United.
Are you locking that in?
But do you mean
Yeah.
knock out? Do you mean just beat?
Beat.
I think it was beat, actually.
Yeah, let's just go beat.
Shaggermeister hasn't specified,
Yeah.
but let's go with beat. And you're going with Man United?
Yeah.
Correct. Well done. Yeah, the other options were Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United or Arsenal. Shaggermeister, be more specific with your question. Chris, your question in the championship comes in from Rory Hutchison as well. Well done, Rory. You got 2 in today. Who held the record for the most expensive transfer before Neymar? A. Kaka, B. Gareth Bale, C. Paul Pogba, or D. Cristiano Ronaldo?
Well, this is a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because isn't it like commonly accepted that Gareth Bale's fee was higher than Real Madrid reported?
Here we go. So this is another bit of
I'm going off
pyramid
the
fraud going on
Wikipedia
here.
Most
Football
expensive
pyramid
transfer.
fraud.
It was commonly reported at the time that this was the most expensive.
Because this.
Football pyramid voting fraud happening in front of your eyes.
We can't have this again.
Ronaldo was 80, wasn't he? Pogba was a little bit more. But I'm fairly sure Gareth Bale's unofficial fee though meant he clinched it.
Okay, to save.
No, wait. Let's get an answer here, Dukes, and then you can start panicking.
Well, one of them is clearly higher, according to most metrics.
Might have to get on the transfer marks after this, mate, just to clarify.
It was widely reported at the time. This is why it's in the championship.
Ronaldo's 80, Pogba.
I know what's coming from it.
Pogba 90, Bale was like reported mid-80s, but I swear to God it was more. I don't know whether to use a lifeline to try and avoid controversy, to be perfectly honest. Maybe that'll be the sensible thing to do for the show as a whole. Let's get a clue at this point. No, let's get... let's go for a 50-50 at this point.
Oh god, okay, the 50-50 is Gareth Bale or Paul Pogba.
Wow, well that doesn't help matters at all. Doogie, I gave you an out there.
I mean, how am I supposed to do an out with 50-50? It was very widely talked about.
Let's go Pogba then.
You locking that in?
Yeah, alright.
Chris, you were in the championship, you weren't quite sure, you used a 50-50, you've gone with Pogba, and I am absolutely delighted to say you are correct. Well done.
I don't know how happy I am about that though, because I think extra stuff came out about Gareth Bale, but you know, this isn't Panorama, so let's just stick with Paul Pogba.
Right, Joe, let's go over to you in the Premier League. Your question comes in from Martin_Cortez.r. Which team won the 2019 Copa America? A. Uruguay, B. Colombia, C. Brazil, or D. Chile?
Oh, it's not a question for me at all. Not a question for me. My international football knowledge, particularly in South America, is absolute garbage.
You're very popular with Latinos though, mate.
I'm going to have to take a clue here, please, Dukes.
Your clue is, it was their first win since 2007.
Oh, see, now I think that's Brazil. Oh my God, I'm sure that Brazil hadn't won it in absolutely ages. This is a bit of a tricky one for me. This is probably my worst possible one to be pulled. Do you know what? I'll go with my gut. I will go with my gut, and I will say Brazil.
Locking it in?
Yes, please.
Joe, you were in the Premier League. You used your clue. You've gone with Brazil, which was what your gut suggested. And you can thank your gut because you're going up to the Europa League.
Yeah, Dani Alves.
Come on.
Dani Alves was captain, right? So
I think he was, yeah.
I think it was that trophy that made him the most celebrated footballer of
Yeah, I think
time, quite
Casemiro
possibly.
played exceptionally well. I seem to remember reading a lot about that. Hamel, you're in the Premier League. Can you join Chris? Can you join Joe in the Europa? Your question comes in from Max Dijkstra. Sevilla have won the UEFA Cup / Europa League the most times with 6, but which Spanish team has won the second most?
Oh.
A. Atletico Madrid, B. Real Madrid, C. Valencia, or D. Athletic Bilbao?
Okay. Bilbao were very successful, but long before those competitions. I think that's when they had their heyday. I'm going to discount them. Valencia have won it once. I remember Ranieri winning the Super Cup the next year. Atletico Madrid obviously have won it under Simeone. Didn't they blitz Middlesbrough in the Europa League final as well? Seem to remember Falcao running amok. I'm going to discount Real Madrid. If it is Real Madrid, fair play. That's not knowledge I've ever ascertained. I'm going to go Atletico Madrid.
Locking it in?
Yeah, go on.
Hamel, you were in the Premier League. You've gone with Atletico Madrid. And you were right!
Yes.
Going up to the Europa. Good
Cut!
work. Good work. Right, this is where it really ramps up, boys. This is where we separate the wheat from the chaff. Joe, your question comes in from 0-2. Name the 4 sides that Man City drew with in the 17-18 season. A. Everton, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Huddersfield. B. Man United, Burnley, Everton, West Ham. C. Liverpool, Everton, Chelsea, United. or D, Burnley, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Southampton?
Well, there's just so many teams there. I can't keep track of who's.
Would you like me to
team's
say them
doing which
again?
one. I don't know whether it's going to help me or not, to be honest
You're
with you.
normally quite good at these questions. Like, it's total information overload for me.
I think this is the season where we had the comeback, where Pogba scored 2, Chris Smalling scored the winner, so they didn't draw.
The most expensive player in the world prior to Neymar.
Okay, so which one was the Man United one? Is that B?
B was Man United, Burnley,
Okay, so
Everton,
rule out
West
that.
Ham.
So rule out Burnley.
And they were in C as well, which was Liverpool, Everton, Chelsea, United.
Rule out C.
So at the moment, according to your logic, you're going between Everton, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Huddersfield, and Burnley, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Southampton.
I'll get a 50-50, please.
Okay, your 50-50 is Everton, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Huddersfield, or Burnley, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Southampton. I'm not joking,
sake.
that's pre-written.
You're lying.
You know what's happening. This is classic. Commenters know what's going on already.
It's not. I can take a photo and put it on Twitter afterwards. They're all pre-written.
I think they drew with Huddersfield. I really remember them drawing with Huddersfield. Huddersfield beat Manchester United that season, I think 2-1. And I think they drew with City and Chelsea. So I'll go with the whichever one Huddersfield
you're going
are
with
in, mate.
Everton, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Huddersfield.
Yes, please.
Joe, you used your 50-50. You've gone with A. And by some miracle, you were correct. Well done.
Great shout.
Really good work. One of the most impressive answers we've had in 30 episodes of the Football Pyramid. Top work. Right, your question is quite tricky as well. Yours comes in from Callum Buchanan. Which team has been promoted to the Premier League via the playoffs the most times?
Oh my Christ.
A, Leicester City, B, Crystal Palace, C, Watford, or D, West Ham?
That is a really, really tough one.
So Watford famously beat Leicester in the playoffs. Leicester have won the division a couple times. Don't seem to remember them going to the death to Wembley all that often. Palace, that would be a rogue shout, wouldn't it? Palace, how long have they been in the Premier League now? West Ham. I actually don't have a clue, mate. I'm gonna have to ask for a clue.
Your clue is we've been promoted via the playoffs twice this century.
Wow, what is this?
It's a tough clue.
Twice.
The thing with clues is it's a clue. It's not the answer.
Twice this century. Okay, that's got to be Watford then, hasn't it? I'm gonna go Watford. I honestly don't have a better shout.
Chris, you were in the Europa League. You've gone with Watford, and you are wrong. I'm afraid. It was Crystal Palace.
No, I did not know that at all.
Very tough.
They've been promoted 4 times via the playoffs. Very tough question in the Europa League. Tough from both sides, though, in the Europa League. Joe, you are 2 questions away from completing the Football Pyramid. We've been here twice with you before.
Yeah.
Your question comes in from Oliver Dorman.
Hope it's not Pete Dorman's mate. It's a stitch up.
At the 2018 World Cup, who were the lowest ranked country according to the FIFA World Rankings at the time?
Oh, Christ.
A, Russia, B, Panama, C, South Korea, or D, Saudi Arabia?
The thing is, I don't think my super sub, none of them are going to know. This is just such niche knowledge. Surely it wouldn't be Russia. I'd be really surprised if it was Russia. Panama is the team that's jumping out on me instinctively. And Saudi Arabia. It's kind of those two are stuck in my head as being the guys. So, do you know what? I'll have a stab in the dark. I would just say Panama.
Joe, you were in the Champions League. You've gone for a stab in the dark with Panama. And your stab in the dark was wrong, I'm afraid. It was Russia.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. How are they so
It's
low?
because they don't have to qualify, right? So they wouldn't have played many matches.
They wouldn't have
so
played
they
a lot
wouldn't
of
have been
games.
part of the ranking.
That probably is actually the reason. Well done, Chris. Chris, you are in the Premier League. Your second to last question comes in from Connor Hewson. Which footballer has won the Golden Boot in both the Premier League and the Conference, the 5th tier? A, Teddy Sheringham, B, Dion Dublin, C, Ian Rush, or D, Jamie Vardy?
Oh, Jesus. The Conference. I mean, who's dropped as low as the Conference other than, Jamie Vardy? Oh, Dion Dublin surely hasn't played as low as that. And, I mean, has he won the Golden Boot in the Premier League? Teddy Sheringham, has he won the Golden Boot in the Premier League? Perhaps. I mean, Jamie Vardy is the one that's screaming out to me, but I feel like that might be too obvious. That's why I'm getting worried about it, dude. Oh, let's just go. I can forget. You know what? I can make peace with the fact if I say Jamie Vardy and it's wrong. It's wrong. So go on, J Vard.
Hamill, you were in the Premier League. You weren't sure, but you've gone with Jamie Vardy. And you're going up to the Europa League. Good work.
Shout.
Top work.
I mean,
Right.
total guesswork, yeah.
Lads, as it stands, you're both in the Europa League. So, depending on how this goes, we could have a fastest finger first to decide the contest.
Oh, yeah.
But first of all, we need to find out whether Joe gets his question right.
Oh.
Okay, Joe, your question comes in from Liam Daly in the Europa League. Which front three scored exactly 10 goals each in the Champions League in the same season? Messi, Pedro and David Villa in 10-11, Ronaldo, Bale and Benzema in 13-14, Messi, Suarez and Neymar in 14-15, or Salah, Mane and Firmino in 17-18?
Yeah, that is solid as question. Okay, so I don't think it would have been Liverpool. I don't think Bobby Firmino would have bagged 10 in the Champions League. It seems like a lot. He doesn't always get double figures in the Prem, does he? So 10 in the Champions League. They were put together an exceptional run there, and I remember the Greek group was absolute dog, wasn't it? So I am going to phone a friend.
Oh, who you calling?
Sorry, not phone a friend. I'm going to...
Super sub.
Super sub. I'm going to go Georgie slit hand, wrong.
Just to give you guys some context at home, he cut his hand making a fruit salad, so...
He's going to pick up.
Welcome.
Who else would know this? Give PVS a ring. He'll definitely know it.
I'm going McCubbin.
Hello.
Hey, Mikey. You're live on the Football Pyramid. Please do not swear.
Okay.
Okay, Mikey, I've got a really, really tough question.
Okay.
I think so, anyway.
God, that's so horrible. Okay, I think my gut feeling is to discount the Real Madrid and the Liverpool one, because I think Ronaldo scored like 17 in 13-14. If
Okay.
That's the season you're on about.
And I don't
So
think Firmino banged 10 last year. Or a couple of years ago, sorry.
Is that last year? What year?
17,
What year
18.
is the Liverpool one?
Oh, 17-18.
Yeah, which is when they did all bang. They did all bang that season.
Oh, no.
But I feel like Salah and Mane probably scored more than 10. I feel like they got like 30 to 40 goals accumulatively, which would need one of them to score more than 10. So I think I would discount that. I'm pretty sure they scored over 30 goals between them.
Okay.
That's just my gut feeling. So I feel like it's one of the Barca ones, but I wouldn't know which one, to be honest. Maybe 10-11?
I'm thinking that the Messi, Neymar, Suarez, the MSN trio will have bagged more than 10 each, one of them.
Yeah,
Whether it's Suarez would have got like 13.
I feel like they were more reliant on their attack in some ways in that season than in 10-11, when it was like just the whole squad was just like on top of their game. So yeah, I would. God, I mean, obviously it is a stab in the dark, because like that's a ridiculous question. But if I was in your position, yeah, I'd probably go for 10-11.
All right, I'll trust Mikey as well, Doogie. I'll go 10-11,
You're locking in Messi, Pedro and Villa 10-11.
Yeah.
Are they on Liverpool?
Joe, you've called McCubbs. He suggested the Barcelona trio of 10-11.
Oh, sorry, mate.
And you were wrong, I'm afraid.
No.
It was Salah, Mane and
It was
Firmino.
Liverpool.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Man.
They each got
sorry,
10
mate.
goals.
No worries, mate. Very, very tough question.
Firmino also got 7 assists.
Appreciate
Best
it.
of luck in the rest of the game, man.
Cheers, buddy. Bye.
See ya.
Right. That means that if Hamill gets this, he wins the contest.
Go on.
Hamill, your question comes in from @Vicasso.
Oh,
Who scored the opening goal of the 2014 Champions League final? A. Diego Godin, B. Diego Costa, C. Falcao, or D. Koke?
That's the one that went to it. That's the one that went to penalties, right?
Bale scored the header to win it.
I'm thinking of the one that went to penalties where Fernando Torres was there. Godin.
You locking that in?
Yeah, go on.
Hamill, you needed this to win the contest. You've gone with Godin out of nowhere. And you were right. Well done.
Boff!
Congratulations. You finish in the Champions League and you are our winner of the contest today. Very good contest. Chris, are you pleased with the win?
I am. That was a very good contest. I enjoyed it. Competitive.
It was good. Gets the juices
Fine
going on a Wednesday morning.
margins.
Fine margins indeed. Joe, just 2 questions wrong for you today. The last 2, but you're nearly there. What are your thoughts?
I just can't get over that finishing line, can I? It's a real shame. I probably let myself down not knowing the Russia one, because I should have known that with the qualification process. I was 100% right, and I probably should have phoned a friend. So I've got a little bit of regret coursing through my body right now. The final question was a pure stab in the dark. I thought that was a really tough one.
Doogie, do you know who the real winner is, Doogs? It's you,
that?
mate, because I've just checked on Transfermarkt. Paul Pogba versus Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, 91 million. Paul Pogba, 94.
Excellent.
Worth every penny.
Love that. I thought it was actually 85 and 89, but who cares? I was right either way. Love that. And that is the end of the Football Pyramid for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to get your question featured, remember to DM me on Twitter and Instagram. And Chris, what should they go and watch now?
Go and watch the latest top 10 on Football Daily or We Need to Talk that would have come out yesterday. Joe, do you know what you're doing it on yet?
No.
Fair enough.
That would be very last minute, mate.
Fair, yeah. Go watch all our content across all our 3 channels. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.